Previously on Survivor Branford. 1 year after being named sole survivor, Kyle was finding the going a lot harder in Season 5. After losing his closest ally early on, he navigated through the game almost always in the minority. Once the Rice Tribe lost their 4th straight immunity challenge, Kyle found himself in a familiar position. With all his tribe mates original members of the Beach Tribe, his situation was dire. However, Dennis and Mark started to plan for what would happen with only Beach members left, and considered taking matters into their own hands and forming a majority with Kyle. Clinging to hope, Kyle voted for Charlie and hoped that he wouldn't be alone. But it turned out that Mark and Dennis weren't ready to break ranks with the old Beach Tribe, and Kyle became the 4th voted out. 10 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
So we had to stick to the Beach Tribe and vote out Kyle. A big part of me really legitimately did want to work with Kyle, but for my game at this point it just didn't make any sense. At best we could be 2 against 3, so sticking with him just didn't make sense. I did try and make sure to plant the seed with him right before Tribal that he was unfortunately going home, and really try and make the case strongly to him that I really wanted to work with him, but the other people just overpowered me.
I'm hoping the merge happens after this, and then we're back with the original Beach Tribe.
Yeah.
Are you feeling strong with our 4?
I am.
Okay.
How do you feel about Charlie? I guess both in terms of, like, I think he's pretty trustworthy, but then
yeah,
I
feel good about my relationship with Charlie. I think he trusts me, I trust him. But I don't think if we get into this really deep strategic thing that he's going to be like the first one offering ideas and probably just go along with whatever people say. We're definitely friends, but he's not like super strategic. When you're talking strategically, I think I'm probably more closely aligned with you because we're both playing the game the same way, I think. I'm not going to abandon my relationship with Charlie until, if and when I have to.
Mark, way back when you had to, like,
So I think if it's down to the 4 of us and it doesn't merge, that's our next move. Mark plays nice.
to be honest, yeah, Mark was even like, he was bringing up his thing again about like, I'm voting for an original Beach for sure. Yeah, and it's kind of like, oh thanks, that's another reason to vote you out of the show.
That's a guaranteed vote for one
But
Is this everybody? Since we had so much fun the first time, drop your buffs.
Find out after like more than ever. I don't know.
Oh my god! Alright, congratulations, you guys are merged.
Point now that now that they've merged, I mean, you purely want to vote people out who are going to do well at the challenges, right? Especially early on in this. Hopefully it's going to be Amanda. There's a group initially that wants to get Amanda. I want to join. And are you still telling him Amanda? Or yeah. Okay. So we just need to make sure, because some people are confused. We need to make sure. the word gets out for Amanda.
Yeah.
So I'm trying a new strategy this time called jury management. I've realized in the past I haven't talked to the underdogs, and that's kind of come back to bite me if like the whole 7 people strong to the end doesn't work out. And so I'm just trying to float options.
And the thing is, I like Dennis, but he always screws me over.
And he's sneaky.
He's so sneaky. He's good at finding idols. He's good at
Yeah.
challenges.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to cultivate individual relationships with each people and not focus so much on my core alliance, because I trust my core alliance, which my core alliance is basically Meredith and Jamin. Dennis is sort of in there, but I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. So I hope he'll stay with me, but I can't do that anymore. Dennis, listen. Every year I look at Dennis and I'm like, can I trust you? And every year he's like, yes, you can trust me, and it's the biggest lie.
Well, I can. Can I trust you, Nick? Yeah, and you voted for me. So anyway.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's 7.
No,
Like,
it doesn't make sense at all. Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Mark is like beach loyal to the end, so I feel like he's a great person to keep along with us. To vote off Joe. So if we can do that, that would be ideal.
I'm definitely beach through and through. I'm not going to be the first to defect.
And Dennis both said we just gotta work together. How do
Yeah.
you feel?
That's
You're good with that?
that's the plan.
Okay. All right. We can start by picking off Joe, Brittany, and Steve.
Yep. I'll tell you, I am not going to be the first one to defect.
I'm not going to be the first to defect. So I have the clue. I have no idea what it means. The game's not a smooth ride, but this will make it more fun. It takes a fusion of skills to find where it hides. Back left is the one. Fusion of skills, back left. So I was thinking things like a boat that you ride like a bicycle. I thought that might be a close, but I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't had a chance to look, so.
First of all, Meredith, Jamin, and Amanda are like tight.
Yes.
They are tight.
Yes.
And then Mare and Charlie are also tight.
Okay.
And I'm not really that tight with but
Okay.
Vote.
So why don't you join my alliance, and we can vote off Amanda together.
I think Joe is going down.
Why?
He is a member of Rice, and he's really strong.
I'm getting in there.
Oh my god.
Look everywhere. And this challenge is officially on. The first individual immunity challenge of the season. Everyone looking solid so far, arms extended straight out in front. But don't be fooled, this will begin to hurt very quickly. At the merge, individual immunity very important. No one probably has any idea what's about to happen at Tribal Council. Would love to sit there with the necklace. This challenge all comes down to willpower. Who wants it most? In just a little bit, we're going to have you move your hands to the end of the rope. That will make this challenge a bit harder. And if you drop the ball during the transition, you'll still be out. Alright, everyone, move your hands to the end of the rope. And Jamin drops. We are down to 9, And Meredith drops right behind her. Everyone else has made the transition, so we are back on. And Dennis is the third out of the challenge. Mare starting to struggle, battling herself and the wind. Brittany and Steve starting to look a little tired. Joe pretty solid still, even looks a little bored at this point. And we lose Amanda and Mare right at the same time. And Brittany drops. We're down to 4. We have Joe, Mark, Charlie, and Steve. Mark starting to struggle. Steve trying to block out the pain right now, concentrating on the task at hand. Joe starting to look tired for the first time. And he drops. We're down to 3. Either Steve, Charlie, or Mark will win the first individual immunity challenge of the season. And in just a little bit, we're going to move to the final phase of the challenge, in which you need to squat while continuing to hold the ball. Okay, and squat. In addition to your arms already being on fire, now it becomes a bit of a balancing challenge as well. Charlie looking rock solid right now. Mark starting to shake. Can he hold it together? No, and Mark is out. We now have a showdown, Steve and Charlie. Does it become any easier knowing that you only have to beat one more person? Or is the pain too much to overcome at this time? And Steve drops. And Charlie wins individual immunity. All right, Charlie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Individual immunity is yours. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are safe. You will survive to the final 9. The rest of you, one of you will be going home next as the 5th player voted out of the game.
So, the original beach team is getting back together as we said we would from the beginning, but the Rice team does not realize that that's happening. We're actually going to vote for Joe. So.
I think we should vote out Joe.
I'm with you. It makes the most sense because unless we're gonna go Brittany, I think she
I
and
just
Joe are.
think Joe is like way bigger of a threat.
I can't argue against it. I mean, you're right. He's a really strong strategic player.
I personally think we should get off Joe. He's a good talker. He's super strategic. He's been super excited to play, and I just feel like he's coming out like guns a-blazing, and he's pretending like he's not, but he totally is. I think we should vote Joe.
Did Amanda tell you that she's going for
Joe? Yeah.
Joe?
It feels simultaneously really good because I know I'm immune, but also too like not having to worry about myself. I'm like worried about what's going to happen next because I don't know. Like everyone's talking about other stuff. I'm a little bit confused. It's more stressful than I thought it would be though.
I think my primary goal right now is to get you, me, Steve, Brittany, and Mare together.
Yeah.
With that 5.
Yeah.
Amanda, Meredith, and Jamin as like the next 3 targets. I don't think Jamin is threatening. I think Meredith is capable.
Yeah, but the problem though with that though is like if someone just isn't voted off because they're just not threatening, like also you get the final 3, and then everyone's gonna be like,
if I had to pick someone to vote off, it would be one of those 3 right now.
I mean, I think Amanda's the natural choice. She's way too strong. Yeah. I think Amanda's a really, really strong player. I've been saying it the whole time that she's really, really good, and the first chance we have to get her, I think we should.
Yeah.
So.
I would be down for that. I think Joe would be happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so me, Joe, and Charlie. I mean, sorry,
And
Joe and
Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah, me and Charlie are still tight. We've been tight the whole time. So.
Good. Okay, so then that's fine for sure.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Well, I mean, all we need to do is make them up for first. We're good.
Yeah, so that's going to be the tricky part. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're talking about us 4 and Brittany.
Yes.
Is Brittany still with us too? Or?
Brittany's, I already talked to Brittany.
Yeah,
I talked to
still
Brittany.
solid.
I didn't want to bring her over here because I thought it'd be obvious. But here's the thing: is that Charlie and I can play it like we're still with Beach. So we could play with we could play it like we're still with Beach the whole time, and we don't need to know.
So then you could just get them to split their votes. Could you?
I don't know. They're really tight.
Let's always have a plan. Who's the person we try to get to defect?
Okay, but Dennis and I did get real close.
Dennis tells everyone he's an ally, and then he backs out someone.
But
So.
here's the thing: Dennis likes to make moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna try to bring Dennis over, and who are we gonna try to get vote for?
I
Amanda?
think we should vote for Amanda.
I think we should.
can't telegraph a vote because we need to still appear as though we're with Beach.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys act like you're scrambling.
Yeah. It's gonna be me. I know Amanda wants me.
So we're gonna act like we're voting for you. We're not. We stick with Beach. We'll have a couple easy moves for Godfries, and then there's gonna be a million of us to still go.
Sure.
I think it's a power move. Oh my god, I'm so stressed. This is the moment I just turned stressed. Like I was good this whole time. We had a nice solid plan. I think we can get Dennis over.
We're trying to get 6. Is that something you could
I'm strongly considering it.
I feel like it'd be nice to work with Dennis. I think his intentions tend to be fairly clear. He likes to make the game interesting, even if it doesn't necessarily benefit himself. But last year he did have an opportunity for that, to work with Rob and myself, and he didn't jump on it.
I think Dennis likes to make big moves, but Amanda will go after me because she sees as a threat, and she sees me as a threat right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going.
I feel like Amanda is going to always be the biggest threat on everyone's radar.
Yeah.
Every step, you could almost say, like, she's never gonna fall off that radar.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for me, it's like nice if like all the Beach people want to stick together, but in a way, it's kind of like a little like boring if it's just like everyone's like, oh, we'll just stick together and then pick everyone up. At some point, the whole Beach have to turn out.
Yes. I have a power move for you. I'm gonna pitch it to you, and I want you to keep in mind that Amanda's a threat in this game. That being said, I have an alliance of 5 that's extremely strong, and the 6 of us vote out Amanda. It kind of hinges on you, to be honest. I know you and I play the game the same way. We're thinking the same way about it. I think it'd be a good strategic move for you to align with us, because Amanda is going to do what's best for Amanda. And it's not an alliance of Beach. It's not a Beach alliance or a Hearts alliance. It's a merged alliance.
I could definitely come for making a move.
I know. This would be a move. You would not see this coming. So it's kind of hinging on you.
Welcome, Merch Tribe, to your first Tribal Council as a big group. So this must be exciting for you, Mark. This is the final 10. The winner will come from your group right here. Are you excited?
I am excited, but also very nervous.
And is anybody else nervous at this point?
Yes. I have some things to say.
Please.
I get to the merge, and it's like I get voted out immediately every time, and I feel like that is what's about to happen.
Jamin, do you think that Amanda might be about to be voted out? Do you know anything? Wow. So you're completely in the dark right now? Do you think it could be you? I hope not either. So Charlie, do you think that if you didn't have the necklace right now, people would be throwing your name out there?
Yeah.
So do you think that you're going to need to continue winning the necklace to stay safe in this game?
I will continue trying to win the necklace, as I'm sure we all will.
Brittany, have you been doing the numbers at all, thinking back to the original tribes? How is that impacting the decision-making process?
Yeah, I do numbers for work, so I did do the numbers. There's definitely like the Rice Beach thing going on here, and then like Team Amanda versus not Team Amanda. There's also Joe over here, looking nice and tan. Pretty influential. So, you know, I'm trying to figure it out, trying to figure out the numbers.
Steve, what's more going through your mind right now? Is it Joe's level of tanness? Or is it Team Amanda? Or is it something else?
Yeah, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of what's happening, which means either I do or I'm about to get voted out.
And Mayor, do you have a good sense in this group where you stand right now?
No, it's I felt really good until the merge, and then I was like, oh, this is why everyone says this is stressful.
Joe, were you glad to hear that you had merged, or was that bad news for you?
I certainly wasn't expecting it. I think it was bad news because I was feeling like we had won a couple of tribal challenges, and our tribe. So I thought we were going to continue with that, and it's obviously harder to win individual immunity than it is to win team immunity. So I wouldn't say it was bad news, but it wasn't what I was expecting, and that's never ideal.
And Dennis, do you think this vote is going to set the tone for the rest of the game, or is there still too much to happen?
I think yes and no. I think it will probably draw some lines in the sand, but the tide comes twice a day and redraws those lines.
Mark, would you care to comment on your leadership qualities at this point in the game?
From the very first moment of the game, when I raised my hand and made the choice of the team, to calling out good collaboration, good communication, good recognition skills, all the way down to consensus building, to how the team is going to perform all the way through. I felt like I've done a pretty good job there. But I don't think this vote is necessarily about me and my leadership right now. So we can put that and talk about that later.
Mark's getting ready for his jury speech already.
Oh man.
Before we go vote, would anybody like to have the last word to the group? Anything that you want to get off your chest right now? Okay, so then we'll go vote, and Steve, you're up first.
I'm so sorry.
Going with Amanda. I know she wants me out, so the sooner she is out, the safer I am.
I would just like to say to my fans that I am really sorry if I go home this time, and this is just like the curse of my life. I hope this works out.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Joe. Joe, 2 votes, Joe. Joe, 3 votes, Joe. Amanda, 3 votes, Joe. 1 vote, Amanda.
Shocker!
Amanda, 2 votes, Amanda.
Oh my god.
Amanda, 3 votes, Amanda. 3 votes, Joe. Joe, 4 votes, Joe. 3 votes, Amanda. Joe, that's 5 votes, Joe. 3 votes, Amanda. 5th person voted out of Survivor Branford. Joe. Joe, that's 6. That's enough. You all need to bring me your torch. Joe, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
So obviously I'm disappointed. On one hand, I wouldn't say I necessarily expected it, but I knew Amanda was coming for me. We couldn't get the numbers on our side. We were working against some numbers just because we only had 3 original race people left, and there was 7 beach people. And I know I had some people say they weren't on my side, but then I heard other things elsewhere. So I needed to get Amanda out, and it didn't happen. She got me out. So better luck next year.